It's a giant pissing contest.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, perfect words. Yeah.
And all the viewers are downwind. So.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Neil Winteregg with Matterhorn Business Development, co-hosted today by Abby Johnson, my sister, our profit first professional and organizational genius.
Boom.
Today, I am not an organizational genius.
No.
This is about all I can handle at once. No, I'm just kidding. Today we're going to be talking about the streaming wars. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Big, scary streaming wars. And if you're new around here, we do 3 videos a week on all things profit first, business, sales, customer service, etc., and just random things that we feel like talking about a little bit. Mm-hmm. The last one we just did was random things about Walgreens. So if you haven't seen that one yet, go check it out. But today I want to talk about the streaming wars because, you know, we're young, we're hip. We're in the millennial category. We're all about streaming.
Yep.
We're all about cutting cable. But honestly, I'm feeling like cable's not actually so stupid anymore.
Yeah.
When you start to look at the stupidity of online streaming wars. So for those of you who haven't been paying attention, we currently have Hulu, Netflix, plus you've got your Amazon Prime stuff, which is fantastic, and I get hundreds of dollars worth of enjoyment out of Amazon Prime. But now we have... Dun dun dun, the competitors.
TV.
We've got Apple TV.
Plus, I think it's called Apple
TV Plus. I can't keep up.
Yeah.
Disney Plus, Disney Stream. I don't know what they call it.
Man.
Okay, there's going to be different variables.
Yeah.
Plus, there's different packages with all of these guys. So, you know, I'm paying $14 a month for my Netflix. I think I'm paying $14 a month for Hulu because I want the ad-free experience.
Right.
Now we're going to add in all these other ones.
Right.
And in the very near future, you're going to be spending anywhere from $70 to $100 a month just on streaming.
Right.
Plus your internet, which is about $70 a month.
Yeah.
Right, for your internet. So you're going to be $170 to $200 into this thing if you want to be able to take advantage of all the streaming. And, you know, the lack of progress from the cable companies has actually maybe helped them here.
They're just holding steadfast. Like, they're going to come back to us. Like, it's like when you're in denial after a breakup. Like, that's the cable companies. But maybe it is paying off. I mean, so...
I know, they have on-demand now.
Yeah, they do have on-demand.
They don't even have cable boxes anymore. I don't know if you know this, by the way.
I still have a cable box.
So I got a free one when I moved like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But I just recently moved. And now I had an upstairs and a downstairs in my townhome, and I was like, oh man, am I gonna have to pay another like $5 a month for a stupid cable box? And the guy's like, oh no, you have a smart TV, you just download the app and you log in and you get everything. And I was like, sweet.
That's cool.
And the guy's like, yeah, we don't even actually do cable installs anymore. He's like, in the next 2-3 years, there won't be any boxes at all.
So even cable is technically moving to streaming.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I want to hear from you guys and hear what you think, because I actually think that the idea, the fact that like Netflix and Amazon and Hulu sort of started this trend, and then everybody was like, man, look how much money they're making.
Yeah.
We want to do that. I actually think it has diluted the market to the point where you're going to get people who bounce around.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what we've done. Like, we had HBO for a while so we could watch Game of Thrones, and then we canceled it, and then when Game of Thrones would come back on, we'd get our HBO.
You and half of America.
Yeah, but then like right now we have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, and I'm gonna get Disney because
you have to.
But that's the thing, is they're monopolizing. Like, Disney owns so many properties. Like, even besides just their like Little Mermaid and the standard Disney movies, there's Star Wars and Marvel and all these things. So now I have to get that so I can watch all my Marvel
I actually
stuff.
think that Disney, of the competitors, Disney is the smartest one.
I agree with you.
They should have done this about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because they already have their own catalog of stuff that they've already made.
Right.
Netflix has to keep investing into new shows. Amazon has to keep investing into new shows to keep people coming back. Disney already owns half the world.
Right.
So all you're doing is like, hey, this movie we made in 1990, guess what? We can keep making money off of it by having a streaming service. So I think that was smart. But the problem is, when my wife wants to go and get the Disney Plus, because she's going to want it the first day, of course. I'm going to be like, okay, good. So we're canceling Hulu.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch Hulu at all. She does. She wants to watch Disney, which I won't watch at all.
Yeah.
Then guess what? We're canceling Hulu.
Right.
Okay, now Hulu lost its subscriber, and she's going to have Disney because I'm not going to have all of them. Now, if she wants Hulu back, then great. Watch everything you want to on Disney. cancel Disney, go back to Hulu for a couple of months.
That's just too much work.
It's a lot of work, I know.
I just want to enjoy my show.
This is the stupidity of it all.
Yeah.
This is like where...
It's smart because obviously, and I commend Netflix for adapting because they saw the writing on the walls. They started out just as a DVD service, then they kind of spearheaded streaming, and then they started creating their own exclusive shows and movies, which I love, and that's mostly why I have Netflix, is for the exclusive shows and movies. So Netflix is brilliant, but now everyone trying to jump on the bandwagon, it's just like...
And who was it that recently paid like $300 or $500 million for Seinfeld? The rights to broadcast
I think
Seinfeld?
Netflix.
Was it Netflix?
I think so.
We should have fact-checked this before we filmed.
We're the worst.
I can't remember.
We're the worst.
I can't keep up with them all, but you see the kind of like money that is going to be spent on these old TV shows just to grab eyeballs to your platform. It's heating up, but I think that us as viewers, I think we're the ones that get screwed up the most.
Right.
Because now I have to spend $150 to watch everything.
Right.
God, I think we watch too much TV in this country.
Probably, but whatever,
as I said that, I'm like, wow, that was dumb. Now, I travel a lot, so anything that I can download to my tablet, you're going to get money out of me because I can download it and watch it on the go. And that's actually why I've kept Netflix for so long, is because I can download so much crap and watch it. And that's my great thing about Amazon is I'm already getting it for free as a Prime member.
Yeah, and this war, you're right, is hurting the customer. There's all these like politics now, and like Netflix is not allowed to advertise at all on Disney, and then Amazon was in the mix, and it kind of is reminiscent of this whole battle between Sony and Disney that happened recently with Spider-Man.
Yeah, there was a big thing there.
Guys, just put your differences aside and give us Spider-Man.
We just want to see Spidey flying.
Honestly, though, that's a really important property to the fans, and everyone, including me, was like freaking out. Like, are we gonna get a fourth Spider-Man because you two can't figure out your millions of dollars together? Like, come on.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I feel about streaming. Is everyone's just like
it's a giant pissing contest.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, perfect words. Yeah.
And all the viewers are downwind. So that's like, you know what I mean? It's like nobody's benefiting from all of this.
Yeah.
And it is just the result of, and I'll give props to Netflix here. They started all of this.
Yes, they did, and
they're
it was
probably
brilliant.
going to get screwed the most because they were the first to the party, and so everybody has now one-upped it. Blockbuster had a chance to buy Netflix for like $10 million, and they laughed in Netflix's face.
Oh my God.
And then look at what happened to Blockbuster. Yeah. Now, Netflix, I think, is going to be around to stay, and we've talked about this before because they are well established. But they started all of this. But I think these other companies coming in and not being able to actually put feelings aside and come to a reasonable solution where everybody could have one platform. I mean, imagine how easy it would be if there was some sort of a third party where it was like, for $50 a month, I got access to all of them.
So maybe almost like a cable provider?
Uh-oh.
Where you could get all the channels from one person.
But nobody watches live TV.
I bet you that's going to happen. There's going to become streaming providers where you pay one company and you get the apps.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that if somebody should figure out a way of doing that.
We should start a new company. I just had an idea.
We have like 8 companies we need to start. So anyway, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this because I honestly feel like now as a consumer, we're getting screwed as a result of these big corporations not being able to work together or whatever. Now, like I said, I think Disney was actually pretty smart, but I think that they were late. They needed to do this 5-6 years ago. Yeah. Now it's just sort of like, whatever, right?
I think they're going to be successful because, like I said, they almost have a monopoly.
Well, they own Star Wars.
Yeah, they're going to be
They own Marvel.
Yeah, they own Marvel and Star Wars, which
the two biggest movies in the last 5 years have come out of their studios, basically. Right. So, I mean, they're going to be fine. But I just feel like as consumers, we have to keep spending more and more and more and more and more and more. And yes, we don't have to pay for cable anymore, but honestly, cable wasn't $200 a month or $150 a month generally. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We'd love to hear your talk here. This was just a sort of rambling and getting off our hate and disgust of this. And anyway, we'll see you next time. Leave your comments down below. Tell us what you think. Tell us what streaming services you're going to stick with out of all of this.
And tell us why we're idiots. We love when that happens.
I love getting phone calls and voicemails about how wrong I am.
Oh, God.
It does make me laugh, no joke. Okay. Anyway, we'll see you next time.